In a landmark decision that could reshape the landscape of digital assets, Judge Annalisa Torres has recently declined the SEC's motion to appeal in the high-profile case against Ripple. Her ruling is pivotal for a number of reasons. It puts a spotlight on the ongoing tensions between regulatory bodies and the crypto industry, but it also raises questions about the future of crypto regulation right here in the good old US of A. We all have our theories on where it could go from here, but personally, I think that Gary is concocting a secret plan behind the curtain to turn the tides in his favor. But regardless, it's no secret that this case stands as a testament to the rapid evolution and growing pains of the digital asset space. Before we get into this video though, if you're in the XRP army, make sure to throw the X up and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, some of you guys, you might be wondering, what does this ruling mean? The SEC wanted to appeal Judge Torres' original decision about the programmatic sales of XRP because her ruling earlier this year is not helping the picture that the SEC is trying to paint. Remember, Ripple's early investors don't get a cut when you or I buy XRP on an exchange. This is why XRP does not count as a security, even if it did count as a security when the early investors originally purchased the XRP from Ripple. With that said, why did the judge shut down the SEC? Judge Torres stated that she found no substantial ground for difference of opinion in her findings, basically saying that the SEC would lose even if they did appeal. So what does this mean for the XRP army moving forward? Well, we know that Ripple has been making a number of acquisitions. So why the power play? They're doing this on purpose because the companies that they're acquiring have licenses that they need to continue moving forward with their grand plan. Remember, Ripple wants to change the entire game for the global cross-border payment system. This is their main goal, and it's always been. For them to do this, they'll need every financial license that they can get their hands on. Over time, you're going to continue to see stories coming out with headlines like, Ripple is now licensed in this country or this state, because this is the way that they take over the global cross-border payment system. It's that simple. It's really easy. Think of the services that Ripple can even provide. Of course, the cross-border payment system is the first on the list. Next is the Ripple Liquidity Hub, which is basically a middleman. On one side are market makers, OTC desks, and exchanges. And on the other side, of course, you have the enterprise-grade companies who want to purchase crypto. And the third Ripple service is their CBDC platform, where each solution is built on a private ledger that's based on the XRP ledger technology. Now, I know a lot of people out there don't want CBDCs, and we'll just have to see how it plays out here in America. But I remember reading an entire article earlier this summer that said over 15% of nations in the world will use the Ripple CBDC platform. That's big potential. As time goes on, Ripple is going to continue to acquire more licenses that will open the door for more people to use their services. Also, more countries are likely to jump on board to use Ripple's CBDC platform, and both of these things will enhance the liquidity. So how will this affect XRP's price action? Well, for this, we got to pass it over to my guy, AJ Writes Crypto.
So let's talk about XRP's price action. First of all, since its local bottom around 29 cents back in June of 22, XRP has been in an ascending, broadening channel. Right now, XRP is sitting right around 53 cents. Right here on this chart, do you see that yellow line going right across the middle? This is a very important support resistance line that sits right around 55 cents. XRP needs to go up 3% to get above that level to continue the bullish narrative. If we get rejected from that level yet again, it's a big deal that we stay above 45 cents because right now XRP structure is looking really, really good. Higher highs, higher lows the whole time. So let's say we get over that yellow line. Where do we go next? Do you see the blue line there above it? That's another big support resistance line around 90 cents. And if we go and retest that previous high, that's a 71% increase from the current price point. My hope here is that we get above the first support resistance line and move on from there. In the long-term view, when we zoom out, XRP has a long way to go to get to my minimum price predictions of $6 per XRP. Let's look at the factors that could grow the market cap. The Ripple IPO will play a massive role considering the expectations in the pre-equity market are very high. Right now on Link2, it's valued at $6.3 billion and the valuation post-money is $15 billion. If that plays out, XRP explodes. Also, what about an ETF? It didn't take long for Ethereum to get involved in the ETF conversation. How long do we have to wait for XRP to enter the chat? Time will tell. If they continue to get the licenses and put their master plan into effect, a $6 XRP might be a conservative call on my part. Let's take a quick look at XRP's tokenomics. Yes, XRP only has 53% of their 100 billion tokens in circulation. And every month, they put 1 billion new coins into the market cap. But there's a catch to that. Because most of the time when they put 1 billion in, they only keep about 20% of that billion and put the rest back into an escrow account. With that said, if they keep 20% every month from here to November of 25, that would add about 200 million to the supply every month for the next 25 months. That would put the supply around 58.3 billion. And with that being the circulating supply, it would only require a $350 billion market cap for XRP to get to $6. Let me put it this way. At the top of the next bull run, XRP only needs 65% of Bitcoin's current market cap to get to $6. I'm optimistic.
AJ, my sweet little eye candy, AJ. A $6 XRP sounds fantastic. And I know the top end of your range was $11, but that could even be too conservative. People aren't looking at the real implications of best case scenario here. The pre-equity market is one thing, but if and when the Ripple IPO hits the market, it's going to take over the world like nothing we've ever seen before. No stock is going to hit the ground running harder than Ripple, and that's going to send shockwaves across the industry. Well, why do you think the SEC is taking so many losses on this case? Probably because powerful people higher up than Gary Gensler, want the Ripple narrative to play out. Because if it does, they're going to make millions, if not billions, of dollars on it. If the best case scenario plays out, a $15 to $20 XRP is more than possible. Even if it takes longer than we think, no one has ever called the timing on anything to do with Ripple. Regardless, best case scenario, I think, seeing a $15 to $20 XRP is completely possible. Now, I want to be fair here. I want to play devil's advocate so you see both sides. When I first heard that the SEC's motion to appeal got denied, all I could think to myself is, what is Gary going to do next? We know that Gary Gensler wants to concoct a sneaky plan to turn the tables back in his favor. How will he do this? Well, it's worth pointing out that there's another trial date set for April next year. But that's just for the things in the case that still need some resolution. Nothing to really do with whether it's a security or not. Just because the SEC got denied in this case, though, that doesn't mean that they can't take another case to the Supreme Court. Considering Gary has his back firmly against the wall here, that's probably what he's going to do. Let's hope a desperate move from Gary won't suppress the price for another cycle. But if we know anything about Gary Gensler, we know that he's a sore loser and a bald man. Unless he actually gets fired and hopefully replaced by Hester Pierce, we're going to have to keep fighting with him the whole way down the street. If you're in the XRP army, though, make sure you smash the like button and put an X down below in the comments. Be blessed.